Hi friends, and welcome back to my channel. So today we're gonna do a full face of nothing new. Some of these products are like everyday products for me. Some of them are not everyday products, but they're still products that are not new to me. So that's what we're doing today. I hope you guys like this type of video, and if you do, give me a thumbs up or these. So to start out with, I'm gonna put on some poppy seed lip scrub. So this is from Young Living. It's their makeup line, Savvy Minerals. I like to put it on before I do makeup and just kind of let it soak in, and then I'll wipe it off before I put lipstick on or lip products on. So up next, I'm going to go ahead and prime my face. It's already got moisturizer on it. So first up, I'm gonna use the Tarte Timeless Smoothing Primer. I first saw this on Tati's channel and have been using it ever since. So I'm gonna go ahead and put some of this on. I use a couple of primers. So I'm just putting this one, just a little bit of it on kind of the place where I have the most pores. So my cheeks, a little bit on my forehead, my nose, and a little on my chin. I'm just gonna rub that in. And then I'm using the Becca Backlight Priming Filter. And this is cool because it's kind of iridescent, and I like to have not a completely matte look, so I like to have some either like a dewy or a natural finish more towards my makeup. So this is nice and just giving me a more dewy, natural looking finish. So I'm just applying that all over my face and taking it down my chin a little bit. Then I'm gonna prime my under eyes. So for that, I'm using the Becca Under Eye Brightening Corrector. So I like this just because it really does brighten up the under eyes. So I just take a little bit and rub it right underneath my eyes, kind of in a triangle like I do with my concealer, which you'll see in a minute. But it really makes a difference between, like, this side has the brightener on, this side does not, and it really makes a big difference, I find. So I'm gonna go ahead and do the other eye, and then we will keep going. So now we are ready to do foundation. I'm using the Sephora 10 Hour Wear Perfection Foundation in the shade Ivory number 10. So I'm just gonna take one pump on a clean beauty blender that's damp. And I like to put one dot on each side of my cheeks, a couple little ones on my forehead, nose, and then start on my chin. And I'm just using stamping or pouncing motions to press in the product all over my face. I like this foundation because it doesn't really feel like I'm wearing makeup when I have it on. It really sinks into the skin, which is something I look for in face products, because I don't want to feel like I'm wearing 7 pounds of makeup even when I am wearing 7 pounds of makeup. So, and it gives a nice natural look to the skin. It's not overly matte, not overly dewy. It just kind of gives a natural look. So take it down my neck a little bit. Okay, so then I'm gonna use concealer. I use two different concealers. These are by Maybelline New York. This one is the shade 15. And I like to use this one just to cover up any blemishes I have. So I've got a couple of little bumps right there. So I'm just gonna put some right there. And then I like to put it around my nose as well because that gets a little red. And I'm gonna use a smaller beauty blender and just press that into my skin as well. Then I'm going to use a lighter concealer. This is number 5 Ivory. It's from the same Maybelline kind of concealer line. So I'm gonna put this underneath my eyes. And again, I like to do kind of a triangle. Really just to brighten up the under eye, and I like to work one eye at a time. Going in with that same beauty blender and just pressing that concealer in underneath my eyes. This is a medium coverage concealer. It's definitely not full coverage, but it makes a big difference, I find, underneath my eyes. So I'm gonna put a little more on just where I'm super dark. I'm gonna do the other eye, and then we will move on to setting the face and highlighting and contouring, all that fun stuff. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and set my face now. So I'm using the Kat Von D Lock-It setting powder. I just have a little sample that I got from Sephora for my birthday, so I'm gonna use this to just set all over my face. I'm not baking today, but I'm just gonna set my face with some powder before I go in and highlight and contour and put bronzer on. So I'm just gonna use a Sigma tapered face brush in F25. And I'm just gonna brush this slightly all over my face. By the way, guys, I've had these Sigma brushes that I'm using today since I was like in middle school. I remember using Christmas money to buy makeup brushes, and I was so proud of myself and so excited to have them. And I have just been taking good care of them since then, but they have definitely seen better days. They are starting to fall apart now, so I might be investing in some new makeup brushes in the near future. So if you have any recommendations on brushes that I should get, leave me a comment down below and I will definitely check out those brushes because these are starting to shed quite a bit. Okay, so then I am going to put some bronzer on and highlight, blush, all those things. So for bronzer, I'm using the It Girl Beauty Book. My future mother-in-law gave me this for Christmas, and I'm gonna use the bronzer, and it's in the color Honey Glow. I don't like a really intense contour most of the time. I like to just like warm up my face a little bit, so I will take it down underneath on my neck as well. and blend it out. And then I'm gonna take some up on my forehead and down a little bit on the side. So I'm gonna go ahead and do the other side of my face, and then we will move on to blush and highlighter. Okay, so for blush, I'm using the same palette and I'm using the blush in Je ne sais quoi. This palette is nice because it kind of has everything you need to do a full face. So I really like that about it. So I'm just gonna get a little bit of blush on my brush, tap off the excess, and then smile and put some like right on the apples of my cheeks, just using a light hand. I'm not a huge blush person, so I just like a little bit of color on my cheeks. And then I'm gonna go back in with that tapered brush and just kind of blend it all together. Okay, for highlight today, I'm using the Maybelline Master Chrome in the color Molten Peach. This highlighter is really nice. It's really pigmented and glowy. So I'm going to put some on my cheekbones. Bam, look at that. And then put a little above my eyebrows. Down my nose a little, right in my Cupid's bow, and then a little on my chin. Okay, so now we are going to move on to my eyes. So I'm going to use the same palette, and this is kind of what the whole palette looks like. And then I'm going to use the eyeshadows in here. So first up, I'm going to prime my eyes. I'm using Urban Decay Powder Potion. Like a Powder Puff Girls, who watched that show as a kid. It's one of my favorites. Primer potion though, and I'm just gonna prime my eyes, and this one has a little bit of shimmer to it, which I like because I'm all about shimmers all over my eyes. And then I'm going to just set that primer with the color Poise. So just taking it on a fluffy brush and just sweeping it all over my eye area. So I'm using the Sigma E25 brush to do this, and then I'm gonna go into the color Cozy and use this kind of as my transition shade. So I'm just gonna get some on the brush, tap off any excess, and then go in and start blending. And I'm using windshield wiper motions and also circular motions. And I'm going right in the crease and then a little bit above the crease as well. Get a little more color, tap off any excess, and then go back in. Okay, so then I'm gonna go into the color Muse, and I'm using, what brush do I want to use? Yeah, I'm gonna use the same, a different one, but the same tapered blending brush, E35. So I'm gonna go in the color Muse and put this just right in the crease. These shadows aren't like super pigmented, but they blend really nicely, so I like them because of that. Just gonna use circular motions. Pick up a little more color, tap off any excess, and go back in. Again, using circular motions and windshield wiper motions, just kind of going back and forth. We don't want any harsh lines, we want everything to blend nice and smooth. So I'm gonna grab a E25 and just kind of buff along the outside of that crease color just to smooth out that line. And there's no color on this brush, it's a clean brush that I'm using right now. Okay, that looks pretty good. Then I'm going to go into the color All Heart with a more tapered kind of brush. This is a Sigma E45, so All Heart, and I'm just gonna put this right on the outer corner of my eye. Just wanna deepen it up a little bit. Pick up a little more color, tap off any excess. Okay, and then all over the lid, I'm gonna take a flat shader brush. This is technically a concealer brush, F75, but I like to use it for eyeshadow, and I'm gonna use the color Love Letter. So pick some up on a brush, tap off any excess, and then just put that all over the lid. And I'm just patting that on there to really get the color to stick. And then I'm gonna pick up that clean brush again and just blend the outer color and the lid color together to make a smooth transition. So I'm gonna go ahead and do the other eye, and then I'm gonna put on liner, mascara, eyebrows, so stay tuned. Okay, so the Okay, so all the eyeshadow is on, so now I'm gonna use eyeliner. I'm using the Kat Von D Tattoo Liner Waterproof Liquid Eyeliner. So I'm just gonna line both eyes. Again, this is just a sample that I got for my birthday this year from Sephora. Okay, I'm gonna put on some mascara. So I like to use two mascaras. So the first mascara is the Savvy Minerals by Young Living mascara in the color black. And I like to put a drop of lavender essential oil in this as well, just to help my eyelashes grow. I'm a big fan of this mascara. Some people love it, some people hate it. But I think it works really well. And I have naturally really long eyelashes. Like sometimes they're too long in my opinion. They get in the way of things. So I just like to make them a little darker. Okay, and then the other mascara I'm currently using is the L'Oreal Paris Waterproof Voluminous Carbon Black Mascara. And I'm just gonna put this on my top lashes. And I just want to give my eyelashes a little more volume, so that's why I like to use two different mascaras. Okay, so now I am going to put on some eyebrows. I'm using the Anastasia Beverly Hills Brow Powder Duo in medium brown. And it has two different shades in it, and I'm going to use the darker shade on the outer portions of my eyebrows and then the lighter shade on the inner portions. So just pick some color up on the brush and let's go to town. I think this brow powder looks really natural, which I love because I don't like my eyebrows looking overly done. Okay, so I am gonna put on some lipstick now. Excuse me. So I'm gonna put on this Retro Matte Liquid Lip Color in the color Recollection. It's bright purple. I really love this color and the formulation of this lipstick. And then I'm going to spray my face with Savvy Minerals by Young Living Misting Spray. And there you have it. I hope you guys have a great day and enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure you subscribe, thumbs up this video, and ring the notification bell so that you are notified anytime I put up a new video. So I would love to hear your feedback if you liked this video, what you thought. So just leave me some comments and I'll be sure to get back to them. So have a great day.